Previously on my channel, I reviewed a product from the brand Tattooed Chef, and that one is riced cauliflower stir fry in the ginger stir fried sauce. And that one tastes so amazing and is very fresh and healthy with really good flavors and texture and very easy to make as well. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure you check it out. And Tattooed Chef is sold in Costco and also other grocery stores. This video is not sponsored, but I really enjoyed that cauliflower stir fry item. But recently, I went to Costco again. I found a new item from Tattooed Chef at Costco. Ta-da! This is the Tattooed Chef Mexican style street corn with Cotija cheese. I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Cotija or Cotija? If it's Spanish, then I would assume that it's Cotija cheese. But look at this packaging. I'm a huge sucker when it comes to really nice packaging. And just look at the picture right here. It looks very appetizing. So I love this brand and I have really good experience with this brand when it comes to the cauliflower rice. So I decided to purchase this item from Costco and give it a try. But of course, if you don't have Costco membership, don't worry. I think it's also sold in other grocery stores. I definitely saw this in Walmart and H-E-B as well, just in a smaller package. So if you purchase this item from other grocery stores, it may not come in a pack of 4, it may come in like a pack of 1 or 2. So in today's video, we're in my kitchen and I'm so excited to try out this Mexican style street corn with you guys together, and hopefully it's delicious. Well, I live in Texas and honestly, no matter where you go, our street corn items are always very awesome. It doesn't matter if you go to a fancy restaurant, a taco place, or a food truck, it all tastes amazing. Honestly, I believe that food trucks taste a little bit better than a lot of other fancy restaurants. So I'm so excited. Hopefully it doesn't let me down. Before we start cooking, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell and give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps me out. And let's get into the unboxing. Let's get into the cooking. But we do need to unbox this item. So this huge bag comes from Costco and it says that it comes in a pack of 4. But don't get tricked. When you look at this huge bag, it's actually a pack of 4. And when you look at the nutrition facts, it says 180 calories per serving. And you may feel like, oh, this is a low calorie item, but honestly it's a high calorie item because there are 14 servings per container. So this is 14 servings and it contains 4 packs. So each pack is about like 4 servings, 3 to 4 servings. So it's not 180 calories per pack. It's probably like 500 calories per pack. So it's definitely high in fat and calorie because of the cheese and the sauce. But the corn itself is probably just okay. Cooking method, you could either cook it on a skillet or microwave it. Always cooking on the stovetop because you get the heat, especially if you have gas. It definitely adds a little bit heat to the food. I've noticed that like when I make Chinese fried rice, the gas stove definitely like adds a little bit of like additional flavor. I don't know, maybe the texture. So if you have opportunity to cook it on a stovetop or a skillet, definitely do that. But if not, you can definitely microwave it, but the texture is probably not the same. Basically, it's corn and sauce together, 5 to 7 minutes, take it out and cheese up. So pretty easy. So let's open this. I really like Tattooed Chef packaging because it's really appealing, but also very simple. For some reason, I thought something spelled here, but it's just the packaging. I was like, wow, what is that? A Mexican spice? Well, I love a Mexican spice, so I was like, maybe it's spelled, but it's just a visual effect. Ooh, nice. I think the sauce is inside the corn. You can see it says it's a vegetarian dish. And so originally I was like, how is it vegetarian if you have sausage? But I don't think it's sausage. I really think this is just like the frozen sauce cubes, something like that. And you can see that the corns are actually already charcoaled. So these are not raw corn, they're pre-cooked charcoal corn, which is pretty nice. It probably adds that charcoal flavor just in case you don't have that skillet or fire at home. And with cheese on the side. So the sauce is not packaged separately, but the cheese is, because like, you know, you can't cook the cheese on top because it's supposed to sit on top. Okay, so let's get started. We got 1 bag of corn. It's actually a significant amount of corn because I would assume that you're not going to eat it as a main dish, probably like appetizer for 2. The bag itself are not resealable, but don't worry because all of the items are individually packaged. It's basically served out, so this whole bag is not resealable. Okay, now let's get into cooking. Alrighty, here we got the always pan. It's a little bit burned right here, but don't worry. Instead of putting 2 tablespoons of oil, we're just gonna do a little bit of oil control since the sauce itself is pretty fatty and then the cheese and everything. So we're just gonna use a little bit of cooking spray. But honestly, this is olive oil cooking spray. I did notice that the oil that you use to cook definitely adds a different like flavor or texture. So personally, I actually recommend avocado oil like when you cook those things because avocado oil is a little bit creamier and it has this like butter taste to it for some reason. But of course, if you hate avocado, don't use. Another oil that I really love to use either with salad or cooking is the extra virgin olive oil flavored with lemon. This one is super good. It's just olive oil with a lemon aroma. It does add a little bit citrus to the food. I actually think this will be a good idea to cook it, but I don't want to like alter the flavor for the taste test because I know you guys may purchase this item based on the review, so we're not going to use it today. But when you cook those like a little bit cheesy or creamy or fatty food, I highly recommend this one because that lemon is going to cut the fatty flavor a little bit less, so I highly recommend it. If you see, it's actually like covering the whole pan. It's actually a lot of food. Sauce pack or sauce cubes. It's not sausage or anything. These are just the sauce pellets. Yeah. If you don't want it to be extra saucy, it's very easy just to pick them out. But because this is a taste test, I'm just gonna try the original flavor before I alter anything. So the idea here is just to melt the sauce pellet to make sure it's evenly coating the corn. Right here. I feel like most of the calories are probably in the sauce. You can see the sauce is like melting a little bit, leaving a creamy coat right here at the bottom. So the goal here is just to make sure the sauce is evenly coating the corn. But as like we're melting the sauce, I can smell it. It smells like a little bit of heat. It does have that like Mexican street corn smell. I'm very excited. Yeah, it's melting. The corn is getting creamier and creamier. Alright, it seems like the sauce pellets are melted already. We're just gonna prepare to dish it and sprinkle the cheese. It's like super like charcoaled and burned with a street taco type of smell. Yay, it's ready! Alright, so we're gonna set it even a little bit, like, okay, so now it's time to sprinkle the cheese. Ooh, hopefully I don't sprinkle it everywhere. Good, let's go. They actually give you a lot of cheese, so I highly recommend you dish it in a plate instead of a bowl so you can sprinkle the cheese more evenly. There's definitely a ton of cheese. I probably don't need too much, but if you prefer your corn to be super cheesy, definitely put the whole bag. Look, it's like so much cheese and I only use like half of a bag right here. So they do give you a lot of cheese. Alright guys, look at this. It actually looks pretty amazing. Like there's enough cheese to cover the whole bowl, the whole plate, and we have half of a bag left. So if you love your corn to be super cheesy, definitely don't be lean on that. But if you just want a little bit like pickup cheese on top, you only need half of the cheese bag. Yeah, so now let's try it out. Let's do the taste test. Alrighty, it's done. It smells so good, honestly. It smells so cheesy, and we're gonna try this out. Whew. Definitely tastes very, very similar to the street corn. And it's definitely spicy. The sauce pellets has its heats to it. So when I smelled it, I was like, it smells like heat, but I wasn't sure because it didn't specify spicy on the package. But this one is definitely spicy. It's not like overwhelmingly spicy, but it has some heat to it. So if you don't like spicy food at all, this may not be the one for you. But if you like mild Mexican spice, this is the one for you. The corn texture is super good. It's very crunchy with a charcoal taste to it. It's not too charcoal, but with a little bit like charcoal on the edges. Every corn is coated with sauce, so there's a lot of flavor in each bite with the cheese. The cheese is just like, oh, So this item is so good. The flavor is definitely 10 out of 10. The cheese is also very good, and the corn itself, you can kind of alter it a little bit. If you like it to be a little bit crispier, you can cook it for longer, dehydrate it a little bit more. But if you want it to be juicier or softer, you can just undercook it a little bit more. But it comes with the charcoal taste already, and they definitely give you enough cheese to like drizzle on top. Probably not like a full meal because all I'm eating is corn and cheese. Probably not the healthiest thing, but it's definitely a really good like appetizer for the family meal. Yeah. It's worth the price. As a person who lived in Texas for like almost 10 years, but I come from an Asian household who don't cook corn this way, it definitely makes the whole process easier. I don't have to study the ingredients. I don't have to study the spices, and the sauce itself is spicy and creamy. It's not too salty at all. On the package, it says it's a low sodium item, which I believe it is because I can taste the flavor and the heat, but not a lot of salt. So definitely really good, but just remember this is a high fat content and also high carbs, just letting you know. So yeah, overall this is a huge success. Overall I will give it a 9.5, almost 10. I would say that it does require a little bit of effort to make the corn perfect. My own preference is to burn a little bit more, so I'm gonna go back and burn a little bit more. And yeah, but overall this is definitely a really good item, close to perfect. Make sure you comment down below, do you like this recipe? Do you like the flavor? Do you like the texture? How authentic do you think it is? I feel like compared to Tex-Mex, this is definitely very authentic. Alrighty, that's it for today's video. Please give it a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Give it a thumbs up for the Tattooed Chef Mexican style straight corn. And also before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the notification. And check out my other food review videos from Costco, Trader Joe's, and other items from the Asian stores as well. That's it for today. Thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. I'm gonna go eat my corn. Bye!